Yes,
Okay.
yes, 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 yes. Because when we record, we will doing clip and then post in YouTube. I will send link to you in your email.
Oh, okay, okay, it's good. Okay, thank you.
Okay, welcome.
Okay.
And if possible, Professor, in Faculty of Engineering of PSU, we have a professor in research area close to you. I will suggest you later.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay,
Can.
you are civil engineering, right?
Yes. Yes, right. I'm civil engineering.
Okay, and your project, uh, what is your project?
Currently, my project is on the pavement and also on the concrete.
Concrete. Okay,
Yes.
I will inform my friend. He
Oh, okay.
work at Department Civil Engineering. Okay,
Oh, okay, okay. It's good.
okay, Professor.
Okay.
I need to close my Zoom, and then
Okay.
we need to wait my student, and you please invite your student, at least two students, to attend this class.
Okay, never mind. Can.
Okay, and your colleague, your colleague.
Oh, you mean my colleagues? Yeah. So
You
because today have full
Oh,
class,
okay.
so I
Don't
think
worry.
they
If
are not here.
possible, it's about maybe your student, three student.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
Okay,
So I will text again. But they have at the same times. So they have the laboratory labs for class today.
okay. So
Mm.
around 10 minutes waiting them. Thank you,
Ah,
Professor. Okay,
thank
thank
you.
you.
You're welcome. Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Professor. Good morning, student. I'm Dr. Isalat Chanakal Sambun, from Pin of Songkhan University. Today, I'm pleased to introduce Professor from University Malaysia Pahang. He is Associate Professor Dr. Ramadhansyah Putra Jaya. Today, uh, Professor would like to uh, help help students to know more in the title of sustainable engineering and publication. We have two sections for class. Morning section, 10 a.m. to 12 according to Thailand time, and then we have 1 hour for lunch, and then we come back to start on 1 p.m. according to Thailand time. So for our class today, I assign my student Hirapat and Sutipong to help professor to conduct class, and then for today I have another meeting, so I need to leave. And Professor, you can start class right now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so can start. Okay, just a few minutes. I will share the screen. So sorry, it will take time because I want to share the screen first. Doctor, so this Zoom cannot be shared screen because I seen is closed.
Yes, Professor, you can share screen.
Can because I try. There is a okay. Let me to leave it first to leave, and then I will join using another one.
Yes,
Just
yes,
for a few minutes.
yes, yes.
Don't know why. I will use another screen.
Yes.
Just for a few minutes. Sorry, will be take times because I have a problem with share the what I said Google Drive. Sorry, doctor, just a few minutes because I got problem with share the slide. Dr. Sarah, is it anyone can help to share the slide? Because I got some problem, I think. Hello, anyone here? Dr. Isala, are you there?
Yes.
I got some problem. So sorry.
Sawadee.
How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. Professor.
Okay. Sorry. I think I have some problem with share the
Should
slide
I
using the Zoom. So can you help me? I will share.
Sic-Psu.
Sorry.
Maybe Sic-Psu can help you.
Because I got some problems.
You
I will
cannot show screen, right?
So share to screen. Can I email to you? I don't know. Is it this one cannot function?
Professor,
Yes.
just now I have a conversation to- with brother Sutipong. So we think that we're gonna give you the co-host position. So maybe it's going to fix this problem,
Oh, okay.
but it's gonna take a while.
Okay. So just wait,
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Professor.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry. So I will leave first, and then we'll sign in again. I will try again.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what happened to the link.
Professor.
Yes.
Would it be possible if you could rejoin the
I will leave first, and then try to rejoin, because this one cannot share the slide. We go Google Room. Google Room, is it can or not? Microsoft Teams, something like that. I don't know. This one cannot share the slide actually.
I see.
I have problem with sharing the slide presentation.
Okay, we'll try to fix that. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, Professor, I cannot hear your voice.
Professor, can you hear me?
Excuse me, Professor. We cannot hear your voice. Is your audio connected to the Zoom?
Hello, Dr. Isara. Are you there?
Hello. Yeah, Professor.
Okay. Sorry, I have problems before with the sharing because yeah, the link is not allow me to share. I should be the organizer should be share the slide. Sorry, Dr. Sarah.
Okay.
So just now is already can work with the links. Okay, so I will proceed. First, I also like to thanks to the Prize of Songkla University for this virtual visiting professor online virtuals. And then I also like to thanks to Dr. Isara for giving me the times to present some of the knowledge about the sustainable engineering. Okay, so I'm sorry for the text times for the sharing the slide. I because the co-host in the Thailand, so I see the link is not co-host, so need the permission from your part. But now is already can.
Sorry.
It's okay, but now I already can make the sharing slide. All right, so I will proceed with our first part is about the sustainable engineering. So we will talk here about the what is the sustainable engineering that can be used, and then what is the examples, and then how we make it the sustainable of like example the constructions, because my part is on the constructions. So I will give some the examples. So we will be in details in the for 2 hours first. Then we will be breaks for lunch. Then we will continue again at the 1 p.m. Okay. So for the introductions, just I want to introduce myself first. So my name is Ramadhansyah Putra Jaya. So currently I'm the associate professor from Faculty of Civil Engineering Technology, University of Malaysia, Pahang, Malaysia. So I'm before that I'm at the Department of Civil Engineering, College of Engineering. So I think this is my second time join the Prize of the Songkla University as a virtual visiting professor. So highly appreciate and thank you to the university, the faculty, and also the head of departments, the deans, and all the top management. Right. Okay, so this is my current place, my current university, my works university. So this also the sustainable university and also the green university in Malaysia. So the name is the University of Malaysia, Pahang. So we have 2 different campus. One in the districts of Pekan. So that one is the big district in the Kuantan, and another one is in the Gambang. So we have two different buildings. Oh, sorry, two different one university, but have two branches. Okay, so one for the engineering and one for the technology. All right, so this is about my my backgrounds. Just for a few minutes, this one. Okay, so this is my research interest. So currently I'm teaching on the highway engineering, and also I'm supervise the students for the final projects, the master and also the PhD under these subjects, the highway engineering and also the pavement. And also I'm expert in the advanced concrete technology. So meaning that the advanced is the future or the new or the challenge of the concrete, and also what is the frontier of the material can be applied in the concrete. Okay, and then also I have some research interest on the nanomaterial. This nanomaterial already applied in the highway engineering, and also I have been studying on the nanomaterial for the concrete technology to improve, for example, the strength and also to improve the durability of concrete itself. Okay, so another my part of the research is on the porous concrete pavements. So the porous concrete pavement is more to the concrete and then combined with the pavements. So I think in the Thailand they have a lot of these constructions. They have a lot of on the concrete pavements in the Thailand. In Malaysia, they also have, but it's not much. Many constructions on the concrete pavement is at area of the Plaza Toll and also on the parking sections. Okay, so first is let me talk about the sustainability and the sustainable development goal, because this is currently any universities in the world. So the not only university, so others institutions also looking for the how we sustainability and sustainable to achieve a goal for the development. All right. Okay, so okay, so the sustainable engineering transforms the exciting the engineering disciplines and the practice to promote the sustainability. So this is also one of the goals to make it more sustainable of the especially for the constructions and also the others part. Okay, and then so what is the another sustainability development goal is the principles of sustainable engineering provide paradigms which engineer can design the products and also the service to meet the minimal impacts on the global ecosystem. Okay, so I think this is also the main goals to make it more sustainable and also sustainability of any constructions. Not we only talk about the construction, so the others part also looking for the sustainability. Like examples for the environmental engineering, the chemicals, the mechanicals, and the others engineers. Okay, so and then the sustainable engineering incorporates developments, and also the implementations of technological and also the economical viable products, the process, and also the system. Okay, so I think we all know this one. So I think almost we have seen this before. This is the sustainable developments they are using in the words. So they have until the 17th. So if we can see here is like example, no poverty, zero hunger, good health, the quality education, the gender quality, and then the clean water and sanitation. This is more to the environmental, and then the clean energy, and also the decent works and the economics growth for the industry, innovation and infrastructures, and then the reduced inequalities, sustainability cities and communities, and also the responsible consumptions, climate actions, life below water, on land, also the justice and strong institution and the partnership for the goals. So from my part, currently I'm on the number 9, the industry, innovation and infrastructures, and also on number 11, I'm concentrate on the sustainability cities and the community. But mostly I'm looking for the number 9 for the industry, innovation, and also in the infrastructure. Okay, so let's see what is the principle of the sustainability. So if we can see from this flow chart, so actually they have the sustainable designs, and also they have the sustainable engineering, and they come out with the technologies, and then the process, and then the products. This is that we call the lifestyle. So whatever currently the engineer or the architects or the other authorities, they want to design for any constructions for the more to sustainability. Okay, so that we can see from here. This is I'm sure here the table for the principles, and then what we need to approach and what is the importance. Okay, like the example, the waste minimize offer the waste management. So the approach is good designs about use on the products. So what is the importance of this good design is to lower expenses in the purchasing and also the disposal. Okay, so the another thing is like example the designs for easy separations and purifications. So the approach is for the plan for the recycle and also the reuse. Okay, so the currently products must not last is used. There is the over designs in design flow, and also the importance in the decrease accumulation of high technology for the waste. Okay, so another main part can be concentrated is like the evaluate the products based on life cycle analysis. So the approach is takes the methods of the extractions of needs, resource, and also the transport. So what is the importance here is to minimize the environmental impacts of related life cycle steps. Okay, so they have already here mentioned about the 12 the principle of sustainability. This having related with the sustainable design and also the sustainable engineering, and we can produce the good technologies and then also can be used for the lifestyle. Okay, so let's see the sustainable design first. So what we can see from this figure, so like example, starting from the raw material extractions, and then they go for the material process, and then they go for the manufacturing, and then they go to assembly, and then after that the product can be used, and then after a few years, for example 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years, so any the optimum years, then the products will be expired or will be end of life. Then again we can go to the for the recycled material. So that's we call the sustainable design. So maybe the same products we can use for the 1 or for the 2 or 3 times recycle to make it more sustainable and the sustainability, right? Okay, so this one here I want to share. So what is the role of the engineer to sustainable development? Okay, so they have 3 rule generally for the engineers to sustainable development. Okay, first on the economy. So this is to optimize the economy returns, meaning that we want to make it more economical. Any like example, the waste material that can be applied for the construction. So we try to minimize in terms of the money, and also saving of the lands for disposal of the waste. Okay, and then the second one is the rules maybe we have to know for the engineer to sustainable development is environment. So this is to optimize the use of the natural resource, and also to minimize the environmental impacts. This is also very interesting, and this is also very challenge for any engineer to make the optimized use of the natural resource and the minimize environmental impact. Because if we design for the like example the construction, roads or any buildings, so we can try to minimize the environmental impacts. But for natural resource is quite difficult to find. If we can find it, then the performance will be different. Okay, so I think this one I will explain later after this. Okay, and then so another one is on the society. So this is to supply human needs and also to improve quality of life. Okay, so let's see the examples, the example of sustainable designs around the world. So what they have designed before to make it more sustainable in terms of the environment, the economical, and also in terms on the social. Okay, so let's see on the first pictures. Okay, so this is one of the buildings at the Shanghai Natural History Museum. Okay, so they have 749 square foot constructions. Include is large oval ponds fed by rainwater collected from the tops, the green roof, and also promotes the evaporate cooling. So I think this is more saving in terms of the what I say, on the electrical use. So they have a green roof, and also this can be called like the green buildings. Okay, so I'm also interested on these buildings. So, but they have located at the Shanghai History Museum. Okay, let's see to another example. That has been designed for sustainable around the world. Okay, so if you see this buildings, so it's very colorful and very nice to see these buildings. Okay, so let's see. This building names is Pixel Buildings. So located at Melbourne, Australia. Okay, this is the first carbon neutral office buildings generating on power and water on site. So meaning that they are not use any source from the outside. So all on the power and also on the water, so they can control and also can be used from the outside of the building. And this is the first buildings that can be for carbon neutral buildings. All right, so okay, so let's see another example. Okay, so this that we call the Vancouver Convention Center West. So this located at the Canada. So VCCW is the first leadership in the energy and also the environmental design. So if we look to these buildings, this is actually non-industrial living roof, and also the house for around 400,000 indigenous plants. So we can see here on the green one for the roof one. Okay, and then the roof also provides around 240,000 bees. The bee is, they have too many lah. So meaning this also can be used for the healthy of the products. Right. Okay, so this is another example. So this is located at the Milan, Italy. So the name of the building is Bosco Vertical. So we can see this is the vertical buildings. If the horizontal will be the different, right? So this Bosco Vertical building, this is the apartment in the sky. So they have the plenty space to accommodate a large and also the full-grown trees, and also a variety of ground cover plants and also the shrubs. Okay, so this is this building is in line with the sustainability goals, and also this building is in line with the green buildings technology. Okay, so let's see another example. This is the bullet center in the Seattle. Okay, so the bullets is so they are 83% efficiency than the average of office buildings, and also can be produced up to 230,000 kilowatts a year of the electricity. So this building can be generated the electric itself up to 230,000 kilowatts. All right. Okay, so this is also very nice pictures, and this is if you can guess. So actually, this is in your country, in the Thailand. Okay, so this is the master plan. So I don't know is it already built up or not, but I saw from the websites they call the master plan. So meaning is maybe under constructions or the finish already. Okay, so this is the Thailand's one's Bangkok. So meaning that this construction is on the Bangkok. Okay, this is one of the sustainability buildings from the architects. So this is also for the future's construction. Okay, so another interesting I found from the Thailand, that is from the Thammasat University. So this is the ASEAN largest organics rooftop farm. So if you can see it on the roof, so they have very green color here. So this is the organics farms that has been has been designed by the Thammasat University. So this is also very interesting. The buildings that has been built up by the Thailand in the Thailand, and this one is the largest in Asia for the sustainable and the sustainability engineering. Okay, so let's see another example. Okay, so this is the Museu du Branly. So this is located at the Paris, France. So if you can see, these pictures also show the green buildings or the green constructions, but this is not constructions, already can be stay there. So meaning this is one of the green buildings. Okay, so the information that can be seen here is they have up to 700 or 7,500 square meter, and then also they have 25,000 square meter. The site was set aside for the gardens, so they have very big, actually have a big garden here, and the garden is protected by the heights double wall of flat glass. Okay, so you can see here they have double walls with the protected by the plate glass, and then which blocks most of the sun from the streets. Okay, so I think this is also very nice, very good, and then excellent building for the sustainable. I think for the next for the futures buildings, if we can try to design any constructions, or we can design any buildings or any constructions that more to the sustainability. Okay, so let's see another example. So this is one central park in the Sydney. So they seem like previous buildings. I mean, in terms of the sustainability. So this is also the green buildings that has been built up by one central park in the Sydney. Okay, so if you can see some information has been provided here is, so the building actually cover with more than 3,500 square feet of the vertical gardens. So you can see there is the vertical garden here. So this one is around 3,500 square feet. Okay, this is also too big. And also they have 623 apartments buildings with the containing 3 generation planes, 3 generation plans, which will save equivalent to 100,040 metric tons of the greenhouse. So this is for the next 25 years. Okay, so I think this is very smart buildings, and also, of course, is sustainability, and also the sustainability building construction. Okay, so this is the one of the Park Royals collections fish carrings. This is located at the Singapore. So if you have times and you want to planning for the journey to Malaysia or Singapore, when you are in the Singapore, maybe you can visit these Park Royals. If you are in the Malaysia, so we invite you to come and see. They have many greens building also here. For the university, UMP also one of the greens category university, and also we have like the Sunway University and others universities. So many buildings here in Malaysia also having the green constructions. I think it's not much different in Thailand. In Thailand also having many sustainable green construction. Okay, so this is the design is inspired by the transform the Raj Paddy. So they are seen from the Raj Paddy and numerous sky gardens. So we can see here. So they have the biggest one. Gardens can be seen from the 3 different floor. Okay, so they have a big here. All right. So I'm also very interesting on these buildings because it's look like very smart, and also they are applied with the latest technology inside of the building. Okay, so this is for the first part, and then I will open for the second slide. So any question from the participant here or for the students? Any question? If I seen from the
excuse me, Dr. Professor.
Yes.
So it's very nice and fantastic and very clarity. We find very nice one. So Doctor, could you also get its PPT or PowerPoint slide?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
If possible, please you may also provide us.
Oh, okay. So meaning you mean is it can be profiled or not?
Yes.
Oh yes, I have research on this PPT and also the others waste material. So maybe I will explain on the next slide. After this, I will explain the.
Yeah. Okay. After overing this, I will also leave my email address on here on chat box.
Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, you are welcome. Okay, so thank you. Just now is Mr. Gandhi, isn't it? Gandhi Rashmaga.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice to see you. Okay, thank you for the question. Okay, so I will close this slide, and then I will open the second one. This is more
thank you, Doctor.
Okay. This is more to using of the waste material for the greens constructions. Okay, so this is the second slide, the second part, and then we have the third part is about the publication. So that one is will be on the 1 p.m. Okay. Okay, so this is we are now talking for the sustainable engineering for the future. Okay, so I will try to explain here something like the waste material, just like Mr. Gandhi asking me right now. So is it the PPT can be used for the green technology or sustainable engineering or not? So that one I want to explain a little bit about this waste material for the future engineering of sustainability, right? So okay. Okay, so let we talk about the engineering designs for the sustainable futures. For the future ones, so what we can do with all the waste material that are disposal by humans, by us. Okay, so this I just give you the example of the buildings. This is the master plan lah. So this is the design for maybe for the next 50 years, for the next 25 years. So any for further designs. So this is to look like can be applied for the next green building. Okay, so we can see here this is very smart, and also I think is very intelligent buildings, but currently it's not yet. This still of the design by the engineer. Maybe in the next 5 years or the next 10 years or more than 10 years. So I'm sure this will be available, or this will be contracts will be built up by the government, any governments in the world. Okay, so for this part, we will talk about the sustainability, and then the sustainability will come out from the innovation. So meaning that if we can innovate, if we can give some benefits from the waste materials that throw out from the human to the environment, then we try to use that material to be more sustainable of the engineering. But the engineering here, in this slides, I will give the example on the root construction and also on the concrete technology. But I think that one only the example. So any innovation here is also can be used for the others, what is it? Others construction. I mean the others design. Also can be for the mechanical, electrical, and also for the what is it, the aerospace, and also the environmental, the chemical. So it's many lah. It's many. This waste product can be applied later. Okay, so here I'm try to separate into 4 different innovations to make it more sustainable environments and more sustainable construction. Okay, so first we'll try to explain on the agricultural waste, then industrial waste, and then municipal waste, and the last is the nano material. Right. Okay, so let's see the example from the agricultural waste. Okay, so I think all of us here, we know what this one. So in Malaysia, in Bahasa, in the mother language, this we call the padi. In English, that we call the paddy. So I think it's not much difference. And then I'm sure. So this paddy, they have a lot of in the Thailand, in Malaysia, and also in Indonesia. So we have. This is our main food for the mornings, lunch, and also the dinner. Okay, so this is our culture. So we eat the paddy. So actually, what we can do with this paddy, so the paddy, so after they collect the rush inside, and then the cover or the paddy outside, the paddy will be thrown out. So I think that will be impact to the environment. Even it's not high, but also will be affected to the environmental part. Okay, actually what we can do with this, so I have run a few research, and then the output is good. Okay, like here I give you the example. So the rush has, so meaning that after they collected the rush inside, and then they throw outside the cover of the paddy, and they put in the burning process, sometimes in the open burning, then the paddy will be in the black color. So that we call the black rice husk. Okay. So actually what we can do is this black rice husk. Okay, so I'm talking for the use in the construction. Okay, so this one, this rush, black rush, can be used for the pavement to improve in terms of the binder, and also can be used for the performance of the concrete. Okay, like example for the pavement or the roads constructions. So we can apply, we can use directly this black rice husk into the bitumen, meaning that you just collected the black rice husk, and then you mix with the bitumen and you apply in the road construction. Okay, so this is one way lah how to use the waste material for the green technology. Okay, but they have a few process you need to follow. So otherwise the performance will be low comparing to the normal one, or comparing to the standards construction. Okay, then the second one is this rush also can be also can be used for the improvement of the concrete. So the main material of the concrete is the cement, water, and also the aggregates, or the sand. Okay. Okay, I'm sure here is the concrete from the sand. You can see that it's very small. So actually, from the cement, so we can remove up to 15% cement from the concrete, and then we replace with the black rice husk. But actually, the black rice husk is not good for the cement improvement. So that's why I said we need to do some of the procedure to burn of the rice husk until certain temperatures, optimum temperatures, and then can be produce the silica and the calcium. Okay, so that compounds, the chemical is like the glue to make it bondings between the cement and also the aggregate. Okay, so the another the another example, and this is also is easy to find and available every place in the Thailand and also in the Malaysia. So I think this coconut can be found easily, so in any place. So currently in Malaysia we have the traditional market that we call the Bazar Ramadan. So they sell this one is we can find this coconut is very easily. Okay. So what I want to explain here is what we can do with this coconut shell. First, the coconut you can replace as the aggregate in the buildings, or you can replace as aggregates in the root construction. Okay. So the another one is we make the burning process, but the burning process will be produce the pollutions. I think this will be not sustainable of construction. So the easy way is, so we crush the coconut shell until the small cubes, until the small size. It's better. The size is not much different with the aggregates, because why? In the concrete or in the buildings, behind the cement and the water, they also using the aggregate. So that's aggregate we can remove and then replace with the this coconut shell. So I have 3 or 4 research on this waste material, and also has been graduated 2 PhD students and 2 master students using this material. Okay, so I think this material also not only used for the constructions, the others part also can be applied, like example for the environmental engineering and for the chemical engineering. Okay, so last 2 months, I think, if I'm not missed, at Universiti Malaysia Pahang, so they try to use this coconut shell for the improvement of the in terms of the like the motorcycle, but I'm not sure how they do. So what I want to explain is, so this waste material we can apply for the improvements any part of the constructions or any part of the want to make it the buildings green technology. All right, so this is also the famous in Malaysia, and I'm also sure this is very famous in the Thailand. Okay, so this we call the coconuts. This we call the palm oil, fuel ash. So if we can see here, this waste material currently from the industry, so they put on the lands for a few years, and then this one cannot be thrown directly. Okay, so what we can do is we collected this waste material, and then try to burn. I mean, need to do the burning process, but the burning process is not for the highest temperature. So this is only for the lowest temperature with smallest pollutions. But if we burn using the control temperature, I think this will be more sustainability, because we can control the pollutions from the furnace that's used to burn this material. Okay, so this is another looks the example for the greens technology. You can see here, this is the many of the flowers. Okay, right. Okay, so this is in the Malay language. There is, if I can translate, meaning that the student from the university in Indonesia, they are use of the waste apple. So the apple, so they are use this one for the cover of the handphone from the apple. So they collected from the markets, from the mall, or from any shops that sell this apple. Okay, and then all from the horse. So they collecting this one, and then they make it for the cover of the handphone. I think this is one of the innovations from the students to use in the green technology. Okay, so just I think this one has been wins the ASEAN Yacht Innovation Awards in the 2019 from Malaysia. Okay, so let's go to the industrial waste. So just now we are talking about the agricultural waste. So from industrial waste, actually what waste material that can be used for sustainability engineering. Okay, like Mr. Gandhi before asking about the PPT or other material. So that is from the industry. Yes, that material can be used for the green technology, but not much lah. So we can apply a few, or they have the certain optimums can be applied that waste material. Okay, so this is the plastic, the bag plastic that can easily find, and then I think every person going to the market or going to shopping complex, and then when you buy something, and then they will put in the bag plastic. Then the bag plastic we throw to outside, and then that plastic cannot be reused. But what we can do is, okay, so this plastic actually we can using for the improve of this example can be improved of the pavement. Okay, the road constructions. So this plastic no need to use any hard intelligent procedure. So this is very simple and traditional. See, what we can do is, so this bag plastics just crush until the smaller size. It is around the, if possible, less than 75 micron, if possible. So we can crush and shredding using the manual instruments or the manual machines. Then this waste material, after the size is smallest like this, you can see in the figure, then we can mix with the pavement. Okay, so I think this study has been done before. I'm also has been done in 2018, and also at the India, so they have built up the roots, the small root from this waste plastic, and also in Indonesia, we have collaboration or build up the root from this waste plastic. So what I found that when we use these waste plastics, so they have improvement in terms of the performance of the roots constructions up to 10 to 50%. Okay, so I think this is quite a big improvement when we are using this bag plastic. Okay, not only the bag plastic, so any plastic like the mineral bottle and also the others bottle also can try to apply and use for the improvement of construction. Okay, so here I'm going to give you the example of the construction to be more easy and understood of the situation. Okay, so this is the mineral bottle. So I think all of us, we know this one. And then also if we want, we buy the water with the bottle, and the bottle will be thrown as the rubbish. Okay, actually this material also can be used for the green technology. Okay, again, because why I'm much interested on the pavements. So this waste material is easy to include in the pavement rather than include in the concrete. So that's why I give example here, any plastic in the pavement. And then I have finished 3 projects with this bottle plastic, and also show good performance for the short term. But for the long term life, so the study is ongoing. Maybe we can see for the next 6 months. So what happens to the roots? Okay. Okay. So another industrial waste. There is the waste cooking oil. And the waste cooking oil, not only waste cooking oil, the waste, the oil from the motorcycles, and then from any transport, they are already not being used. So we can collect it and use for the improvement of the bitumen or the asphalt. Okay. So this waste material cannot be used for the other constructions like the building, because this is the liquid. So liquid is quite difficult. But for the pavements or the roads, this is very easy, and also it's not difficult to mix with the bitumen. So I have also experience on using the this waste cooking oil, waste cooking oil in the pavements construction. Okay, so now let's see to another example from the municipal waste. So they have 2 different wet waste and the dry waste. Okay, so again, this is the waste cooking oil. So from industrial waste before the slide before, that is from the motorcycles and also from the car and the others transportation. Okay, so from this waste cooking oil, so I have done 2 projects with this cooking oil. So the cooking oils collected from the restaurants inside of the university, and also we collected from the KFC and the McDonald's. So they have used cooking oil. They not sell, but we can collect for a few kilograms for the research study. Okay, so this one also I have been applied in the root constructions, and the roots having shows a good performance in terms of the rattings when the car or any transportation touch the pavements, so it will be sustained for any roots. Okay, right. Okay, so this is the PVC. Sorry. Okay, so this PVC also can be used and also one of the innovations and also one of the ways can be applied and also can be used for the improvements of the buildings. Maybe we can call the greens buildings, and also can be improvement of the roofs constructions. Okay, so here I'm only give the example for the roofs construction or the concrete. Okay, so that is my expertise. All right, so now we are talking about the mechanical parts or the nano. Okay, so now we go to the nano material. So what is the advantage of the nano? Nano is having the very smallest size, very smallest particle. There is less than hundreds size that we call the nano size. There is less than hundreds nano size. So the nano size is can be used in any field of the research study, not only for the engineering, like the civil engineering, but also can be used for the agriculture engineering or the agricultural technology. Okay, so the nano, they have many advantages actually, but to produce the nano particle size, there is not very easy. Is also is not very difficult, but to produce we need to first fabricate the instrument by ourselves, or the second we just buy the instrument from the outside, but that one is very expensive. Okay, so let's see what is the small, how the small is the nano. So if we can see the example here from the figure, so you can see there is a difference between the nano and micro. Okay, so the nano is 0.1, 1, 10, and then until hundreds. So until hundreds nanometer. So if you can see from the micro, so they have 1 micron, 1 micro until 100 micro. So the smallest particle will be more dense of the material, and at the end will be produced the highest strength. Okay, so the nanotechnology also can be applied for the water comforter. I think this has been applied 5 years before, and currently they are used the nanotechnology for the facial for the ladies. So the ladies, the women, the ladies, they are used on the nanotechnology also. And then the many researchers also has been applied this nanomaterial. Like me, I'm used the nano from the coconut shell, then add with the bitumen or the pavement. Okay. Okay, so they also have many study on the nano concrete material. I also has been experienced on the nano from the paddy, from the rashas, and then include in the concrete. So what we have found is, so the concrete will be 2 times higher strength compared to the normal concrete. Okay, but that one is in terms of the mechanical performance. Okay, so the nanotechnology also can be used for the dams water, like example in the Iran. So they are using nanotechnology products for the Kalimora concrete. Okay, so I don't have any information, getting information, what type of the nano used for this concrete? I mean, is it from the waste material or from the others material? So they are not mentioned very clearly, but what they want to explain is, what I want to show is, so this product is produced from the nanoparticle size. Okay, so and then currently also the new technology, so they apply with the nano architectures, and also this is in line with the sustainability development. Okay, I think if we talk about the agriculture, so in the Thailand, so they have very good technology on the producing of in the agriculture, and then I'm sure so they are used on the nanotechnology for improvements in terms of the production from the agriculture. Okay, so this is one of the example that use the nanotechnology for cucumbers, and then we can see in the day here. So like example for the control one on the bottom one, so that you can see the for 6 day, 17 day, and 90 day. So they have a different day, but not much improvement on the sample. But when they apply with the nano technology, so you can see from the 6 day, so they have more bigger comparing to the control, and you see for the 17 day is also they have a difference, and for the 9 day is that we call the sunflower. So also we have very fresh is comparing to the control material. Okay, so this is one of the advantage of the nanotechnology for sustainability of the agriculture. Okay, so now it's close to 12 p.m. As mentioned by Dr. Isara, is for the lunch time, isn't it? At 12. Then we continue at 1 p.m. Oh yes, at 1 p.m. Okay, so that's all from my slide on the second part. So if you have any questions, please let me know. So any question from?
Thank you, Professor.
Oh yes.
Oh, it's very nice presentation, and I really good to hear to your chair your explain. I interesting about your talk about in porous concrete, porous cement, right? Porous cement, and
yes.
with combined with like plastic, right? Like a plastic. You mix like a asphalt and plastic, right? In dual loads, and how many % can reduce the asphalt?
Oh, okay. Thank you. So actually, that can be used is for 5% up to 10%, 5 to 10% only. So if we apply more than 10%, the strength will be lowest comparing to the control one. I mean, it's not good lah. So the best way is 5% up to 10%. Even the 5 to 10% will be save money, and also will be save energy, and also will be make it the constructions will be more sustainability, because we can save in terms of the environmental impacts.
Okay.
So,
Yes, because in my university also, the one PhD student he do about plastic loss.
Oh,
Yes,
okay,
it is.
okay.
He is about 10. He talk about 10% can reduce the asphalt. That's
Oh, okay.
I let you know. Maybe your
Okay.
asphalt is a high ratio of the asphalt
Oh,
and the plastic. Mhm.
okay, okay, very good. Because also I have done before on the plastic.
And
Okay.
what kinds of the plastic type it's you use it?
The size, you mean the size of plastic?
Yeah, the size of plastic. You make a
Oh, okay.
small piece, right?
Oh, the size is if you want to make for the pavement, for the bitumen or the roads, the size is should be less than 25 microns. Is the better lah. If cannot, then we can go to the 75 micron. Also can be used for the improvement of the pavement of the bitumen. But that one is not high producing of the strength. So the best way is below than 30 microns or between 25 to 30 micron is a good particle size of the plastic used for the bitumen.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Professor. And one thing, you talk about the porous cement. What was kind of the you do is like a porous cement.
Okay, you mean the porous cement?
Yes.
Okay, so the porous cement is actually is not porous cement. So normally that we call the porous concrete. So the porous concrete is there are ones designed for the concrete use more coarse aggregate, meaning they are used more biggest aggregate. The aggregate used is more big compared to the smallest one. So that's why they have pores or they have a porous on the material. That one is good for the condition of flooding. So if we are flooding, then also is good used for the parking of the transportation, parking of car or the motorcycle. That is good using of the porous concrete.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Professor.
Okay. You are welcome. Thank you. So any more question? So if no question, then we end here. So we continue at 1 p.m. Is it?
Yes, we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue the afternoon sessions at 1 p.m.
Okay. Okay, so now it's already 12 p.m. So thank you for these times, and then we'll meet you again at the 1 p.m. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Hello and welcome to everyone in this afternoon sessions. For those who have just joined the meeting, you're welcome to join us. Before we continue, if there are any questions, please feel free to leave it in the chat box. Now, without further ado, we would like to welcome our professor to start the afternoon sessions.
Okay, thank you, and very good afternoon to all. Okay, so see you again after lunch breaks for 1 hour. Okay, so now is we are in the third sessions. That is about the publications on the research study or for the postgraduate students. So if there are any postgraduate students here and then you want to ask, then you can ask direct or you can text in the box. Okay, so or if they have any lecturers here also can be do the same. So you can ask direct to me or you can text in the box. Okay, so I just create the small title here. So there is how to write up the publication, meaning that how we write a good articles for published at the international level with the journals indexings by the Scopus, Web of Science, or the others goods index. So the other example, the ERA. The ERA is from the Australia index, right? That one also is a good indexing for your article, right? Okay, so again, my name is Ramadhansyah Putra Jaya. So currently I'm the lecturer at the Faculty of Civil Engineering Technology, Universiti Malaysia, Pahang. Okay, so this just a brief about my receivings on the awards based on the research publications and also on the research grant. Okay, on the 2020, so I have received Howard Medal from the Institution of Civil Engineering, United Kingdom, for the one of my publications on the nano material, nano from agriculture waste, that is from the coconut shell. So actually this medal is the highest medal that present from the ICE in the United Kingdom. So they will give only one for each year to the best article. Okay, then also I received the global top reviewer. So this is at the international level from the Web of Science, United States, from 2019. Actually, until this year, until last year, I'm also received this global top reviewer, meaning that you have reviewed articles for the category Q1 journals more than hundreds per year. Then your names will be indicated as the top reviewer for the global. Okay, then last year or this year, sorry, this year I'm received for the world top 2% scientists from Stanford University and also from the Elsevier. This is the, I think the first or the second, the first time. The first time I received the top scientists in the world from Elsevier. Okay, so this is a little bit about my publications, because our workshop, our sharing today, this session is about the publication, and I want to share what I have done before. Okay, so this is the publications that index under Web of Science only, WOS. Okay, so if you can see here, they already mentioned the top peer reviewer, academic graduates, and then excellent reviewer. So that one is I already got from the Elsevier. And then if you've seen on the right side, on the right part, or the profile summary, so currently I have published 274 articles or papers, and then around 237 already indexed in the Web of Science, and the rest will be indexed by the next 2 or 3 months. And then also I have review until up to 720 articles from the Q1, Q2, and Q3 until Q4 journal. And also I'm the editor for a few journals, and then has been evaluated up to 216 articles from around the world. So currently, I have 23 H index under Web of Science with the citation more than 1,500. Okay. Okay, so this is another indexing that is under Scopus. So Scopus, if you've seen the citation is different because a part of article index Scopus so will be included in the Web of Science, but not all the Web of Science indexing will be including in the Scopus. So that's why they have two different indexing, and then the number of citation documents and also the H index is also the different. Okay, if we seen here from my track reports, so I have collected close to 3,000 citations, and also I have documented 318 318 article or paper, and also currently I have 27 H index with the Scopus. Okay, if you can see my contributions is more to the asphalt mixtures and also the concrete aggregates. So meaning is on the concrete. And also the shell. Shell here is meaning that so I have a lot of article on the coconut shell and the others shell, like the seashell also has been published under Scopus and the Web of Science. Okay, so this is another indexing. There is a Google Scholar. So I'm just show here the famous indexing. Okay, so for the Google Scholar, if you've seen on the right side, so the citation is more than 4,600, and the H index is around 33. Okay, so I'm also the journal editor for a few good journal. So, like example, this journal is indexed by Web of Science. So currently, I'm the academic editor for the sustainability. Okay, this sustainability is a Q1 journal. And then also, I'm the academic editor for the frontier in material. So the frontier currently is Q1 journal. This one is the, if you see the Q2, this is from the 2020, but since the 2022, so it's already the Q1. Okay, then also I'm the academic editor for the frontier in the built environments. This journal still the Q1. Oh, sorry, still Q2. Okay, and then I'm also the academic editor for the buildings. This is also under MDPI. This journal is the Q1 with the high impact factor. Okay, so the another journal, I'm a member of editorial board for the Journal of the Traffic and Transportation Engineering. And also, I'm the academic editor for the Advance in Civil Engineering. And I'm also the Advanced in Material Science and Engineering and the Journal of Engineering. So most all of this journal is indexed by the Web of Science. Okay, so this also I'm part of the editorial board member for the special issue for the Journal of the Nanotechnology and Nanomaterial and Nanotechnology. This is the Q2. And then also I'm the part of the special issue editorial boards for Journal of Physics and Chemistry of the Earth. This is the Q2 journal. Okay, so that is for the journal under the Web of Science, and I'm also the editorial team for the Scopus journal. Like example, the Open Civil Engineering journal, the key engineering material. So key engineering material normally is the article is from the conference. Okay, and then I'm also an editor for the special issue under IOP conference series. Then also the handling for the special issue under AIP conference proceeding. Okay, so and currently I'm the chief editor for one of the UMP journal, that is the contractions. So this journal is just launching by 2022. So is currently is 2 years, and then will be submit for the Scopus indexing soon as possible. Okay, so so let's go to our main part. So the first is way to write the publications or your publications. Okay, so actually this is the first thing we need to check for the paper, because we are not from the United Kingdom, and the English is not our mother language. So maybe we have some let's say some problems with the writing of the English. Not problem to explain, to write on the discussion or something else, but problems on the grammar. Okay, so I think that one is not heavy problems. It can be solved by making the proofreading from the professional reader. Okay, so when we talk about this English, this is very important because why, when you submit the article, then the first screening is on the English. Okay, so I'm sure here some of the professional editing service. This is not the promotion, so I'm not any relation with this company, but I have been used before, so that's why I'm sure here. Okay, for the first is the edit age. So this one we need to pay per page is around $15 if I'm not miss. But you can check through the website. Okay, and then also the ESAP here, they have the English language editing, but they give a very good service, and also the English have guarantee. If they rejected because of the English, then they will revise back. But we need to pay in the very high fee for the this Elsevier English language editing. Okay, behind that, the academic proofreading and edit service also available from the IEEE, Cambridge University Press, AGU, Springer, Nature Springer, and then the COPE also, the COP also have the proof reading service. Okay. Okay, let's see the flow chart or the way how we are publish our paper. Okay, so first, of course, we need to complete a research. Not all. Example, you have 3 objectives in your study, in your thesis. Then you can complete the first objective that can be submit have that's available to submit for journal. Okay, so if you have the research, complete the research for one objective example, then you prepare the manuscript and then we submit to the journal. So from here, that is your part lah. So your part is only until submission. Then for the assignments and the review, that is the part of the editor. Okay. So if your article, if your paper have contributions or have new contribution or have novelty, then they will send to the review process. Okay. So if the articles does not show any novelty or any new contributions, then your article will be rejected. So if you see here the way how we are published, the process how we publish our article, so you can see from the narrow, the green one. Okay, if they send to the review, then reviewer will be see your paper and then will give you comment. Okay, and then you make the revisions. After the revisions, then you resubmit to the journal. Okay, so after the resubmit, that is from your part lah, and then re-review will be handling for the editor, and then editor will be sent again to the reviewer. Okay, so and then the reviewer will be checked, is it your revision is already amendments or already revised based on the comment? If yes, then they will accept. If no, then they will reject. Or sometimes if no, then you have to add, and then the review will be ask you another question. Right. So this is the process, the general process of the publication. Okay, so let's see the structure of the manuscript. So the manuscript or the paper, so the first should have the title. So how we write the title? So I'm sure here, this is my article, Effect of Nano Charcoal Coconut Shell Ash. This is my previous article, has been published under construction and building material. Okay, so what we can do with the title? So the title is must be clearly and precisely including the keywords. So meaning that the title is reflected to the main content of the study. So the keywords, like example, my part is the coconut shell, the nano charcoal, that one is the main keywords that will be repeated in the main content. This is important. Okay, and then try to not use the abbreviations. Example, coconut shell S, then you put the CSA in the main title. That one is not good, but they doesn't have any rule actually for the main title. But from the experience, so if you use the abbreviations, that one is will be asked you to delete or to remove from the main title. Okay, and then the search engines or indexing database to identify the relevant article. Okay, so if you want to see your research has been published before, is the easy way to check through the Scopus, Google Scholar, or the Web of Science. So you just type the title of your title, then you can search the similarity. So if they have similarity or they have relevant more than 20%, that is cannot be acceptable for the high impact journal. Okay. Okay, and then the second one need to include under the article is the abstract. So I think most of us is know about this. So what we need to write under the abstract. So the abstract is there is a briefly summarized. So meaning we need to summarize only. Some of journal asking us to make it until 150 words. Some of journals until 300, and some of journal is open, meaning that you can write more than 300 words. Okay, so what we need to include in the abstracts. So the first, you have to make sure that the problem statement is there, the objective, the methodology, the results, and also the conclusion or the main contribution from your research work. Okay, this is important because when you submit to the journal, so the editorial teams will be checked on the abstract first. Okay, so they are not looks detail on the article. So they will check based on this abstract. If all the included, then they will see what is the main contribution. Then if you have the contribution, so the article will send to the reviewer. Okay. Okay, and then the third part should be included in the manuscripts in the article is introduction. So what we need to write under introduction, so you have to clearly state what is the problem investigation, and then explain a little bit about the background of the study. And then you have to write the reason, the reason for the conduct the research. So conducting the research based on your title lah. And then you have to summarize the relevant research. This is for the literature review. And then you have to state how your work is different with the others publisher. I mean, your study, example, you study on coconut. Then what is the difference with the coconut that has been published previously? This is the gap. So this is very important because why? If we cannot show the gaps, meaning that our article is have similarity with others close to 100%. Okay, so this need to take care, right? Okay, so another important part is methodology. So what we need to explain under methodology is, okay, how you study the problems, and you have to identify the procedure that you are following, and then explain the new methodology in details, or the method, or cite the previously published work. Actually, the writing of methodology is doesn't show any difficulties because the methodology is same. You just modify the sentence. The modification of sentence, you cannot delete the procedure, but you can edit little bit on the words that are used. Because the methodology is the standard, so we cannot revise the established method. Okay, so after methodology, then we go to the results. Okay, so the result is first present the findings and also explain what your points in the research study. Then you show that your new results have contributions to the body of scientific knowledge. And then the table figure of the finding can be answered the questions from the hypothesis or from the objective. Okay, and then the figure also have brief descriptions or the legends and provides the reader sufficient information to know how the data were produced. Okay, so from the results, this result you have to make it very clear, especially for the figure and also for the table. So no need to explain in words. So you just make very clear in the figure or in the table. Okay, and then behind the result, so we have the discussion. This part is normally part of discussion is will show what is our contribution or what is our novelty to the study. So the editor is very easy to find from this discussion, from this part. Okay, the discussion is describes what your results in the context that's already be published. Okay, and then you have to indicate how the results related to the expectations and the literature review. Okay, this part is very important because so if you cannot explain details why that happens, like example, you mentioned including A, then will be increased B. So why this happen? Why when includes A will increase B? So this that we call the related expectation. Okay, and then maybe after you explain, and then you mention based on the study by C 2023, so we can confirm that the result is similar or the result is in line with our study. Okay, this is the example lah how we explain. And then you have to explain how the research has moved forward for the knowledge and the contribution. Okay, so this is more to the just like you give the recommendation, but that one is not recommendation. It's like the deep discussion or detailed discussion on the scientific research. Okay, and then the conclusions. Okay, so conclusion normally is not difficult to write. Will be based on the result and discussion. Okay, so for the discussion, you do not extend your conclusion beyond what is the directly supported by your research. Outline the next step for the further study. Okay, for the conclusions, you already have many data under result discussion. But when you write the conclusion, try to not include the data that has been mentioned under part of result discussion. Okay, the conclusion, you just conclude what is, example, you have two objectives, then you have to answer the objective. Objective number one, what is your conclusion? So objective number two, what is your conclusion? Okay, so for the next step for the study is more to recommendation. I mean, you want to ask the reader if they want to extend, then this the step need to do for the next. Okay, if you ask me, so I'm not for me lah, for myself personally, I don't want to write the recommendation under the article, under the paper. Okay, so I have summarized here. Okay, let's see. Let's see one by one. Okay, so they have until 10 section here. Okay, so example, this is the summary, summary what I have explained before. Okay, example, the title. So the title is must clearly describe the content. And then the authors, don't forget to write the affiliations and also the email address. Okay, and then the abstracts, you have to describe what was done, and the keywords, ensure that the article is correctly identified in the abstract and indexing service. Okay, the keyword, some of the journals, a few journals, so they give maximum keywords until 5, but some of journal until 3, and a few journal doesn't have limit. But normally the keyword is 5 to 6 words only we include in the manuscript. Okay, then another section is the introductions. Okay, the introduction explain the problem, and then the methods explain how the data were collected, and then the results, you have to describe what was discovered. For the discussion, you have to discuss the implication of the finding. The acknowledgements, so you just say thank you for the faculty of university, so that the example lah. Or you want to mention that this paper was supported by faculty of engineering, blah 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 blah. Okay, and then the reference is you have to make sure that the listed or reference or the reference use is not more than last 5 years. Okay, so meaning is the 5 years old, the reference to verify your data. Okay, then appendix is the provide supplemental data for the expert reader. So for me, I'm not include this one because if you're including the appendix or the supplemental data here, then you cannot write another article. Okay, so this is just a few journal writing tips. Okay, so that is complete about the how we write the article. So any question before we proceed for the why the reject article? Any question? Python? Have a question? No?
Yes, no question. That was it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so if no question, then we proceed. Okay. This is about the why our paper rejected from the journal. So they have many issues on the rejection of the article, but normally the paper rejected because of the lack of the discussion, or not enough information on the results, or no any contribution from your research. Okay, so this is the normal indications or the normal result from the editor. Okay, so let's see. Okay, the first is why our paper got the reject from the journal. So I have listed here several reasons. I think if I not miss until 11 reasons. Okay, first is the manuscripts does not fall within the journal aims and the scope. This is important. So if, example, you are study on the environmental engineering, then you submit to the material engineering. So this is out of the journal scope. So, but some of the journal, so they have specific scope. So that's why before you submit the manuscripts or the paper, so you have make sure that the journal is in line with your manuscript. So you can read from the scope of the journal. I think every journal already mentioned the scopes, and then some of journal they are mentioned what is the specific scope. Okay, so I think this is not difficult. Okay, and then number 2, what is the rejects? So maybe the paper is under review at another journal. This is important. So as editor, I have found this one, I think many times. The paper, the same paper is submit to 2 or 3 different journals. Actually, this is not good. Because why? When the reviewer find your article in 2 different journal, then your paper will be rejected automatically. Then some journal will be put your name under the blacklist for submissions in the further article. Okay, so that's why we need to take care about the paper submission. Try to submit for one journal first, and then you have to wait maybe 1 or 2 months, and then after have the dedications, then if reject, then you can submit to other journal. If revision, then you just proceed. Right. So number 3. Number 3 is writing is incomprehensible. So meaning that they have unstructured. It's not good structure of the manuscript. Maybe for the first you write the abstract, the second one is the methodology, and then you write the introduction, and then you write the conclusion, and then result and discussion. So this is that we call the incomprehensible writing of the article. Okay, so if the editor found this one, then your paper will be automatically removed from the system. Okay, and then number 4 is doesn't conform to the writing style of the journal. This is important. So before we submit the paper to the journal, so you have to follow strictly, follow very clearly the guidelines that given to us from the journal. This can be found from the website. So if you make mistakes on the writing style or the formatting, some of journal is not allow you to submit again. So meaning that after reject, then you cannot be submit again the same paper to the same journal. Okay. Okay, and then what is another things? Because the rejection is research doesn't add value to the journal. Okay, so meaning that your research article no any contribution to the journal. So that's why the journal is reject your article. Okay, and then what is another one is the unclear hypothesis. So meaning that you have write everything, but the hypothesis is not reflect to the objective, or your hypothesis is not in line with the problem statement. This is also the problems for the reject of article. Okay, then what is another thing is lack of supporting evidence. Okay, this one is meaning that you have article, but your data is still not enough. This also is not suitable for submit to the journal. Maybe your article need to do from A to C, but from your part you just write from A to B, so you miss the C lah. So meaning this is lack of the supporting evidence. So no data to support the article for submit. Okay, then another thing is the poor analysis or not enough analysis. So this is happen to many authors. Okay, so they just write very simple. They just discuss very simple data with no analysis, no detailed analysis. Okay, so this also one of the problems why the article reject by the journal. Okay, so next number 9 is we have write the wrong research methodology. So this is very critical part lah. So if your research methodology not reflected to the discussions and then the data, so this is will be questioned by the editor. Some editor will be not proceed your article, then your article will be reject from the journal. Okay, then another part is the inconclusive result. So the meaning that the result is inconsistency. So doesn't have any consistency result. So and then the result is also not enough discussion. So you just mention the result A is 1, the result B is 2, result C is 3. Then how we make the correlation with these 3 is not really explained in the manuscript. So inclusive result is also is not good lah for the manuscript want to publish. Okay, then number 11 is violation of the research ethics. So the research ethics example. So you put the name, the author before got the permission from the correspondent author. Example. Okay. Then if you are the student, then you have the supervisor. So maybe your name is on the last maybe your supervisor name is on the last and you are on the first. But that one is not much important. That one is depend to the supervisor. So the another ethic is you use data from the previous study, but you are not cite that person. Okay, this is the important to remember, right? Okay, so now we go to the second part. So the second part is the identify a target journal. So after you write the article, then now we have to find what is the good journal, and then what is the relevant journal to the our manuscripts or our paper. Okay, first is how we choose a target journal. Okay, what we want to see is for the target journal. So first is the alignment of the subject or your works to the aims and the scope of the journal. So if you journal on the example, you have article talking about the environmental engineering or the water treatment or the wastewater, then you have to find the same scope with your article. Currently, Elsevier have find journal. Okay, so I will show you later at the end of this at the end of this sharing sessions. So I will show you how we find the journal from the Elsevier. The journal will be in line with your article. Okay, and then word count. Some of journal have limitation page. Some journal only need 10 page, 12, 15. So you have to make sure your article have seen the guideline and then have follow strictly. But some article, there are some journal, there are no give any limitation of the words. Okay. Then another important to target journal is you have to check on the impact factor. Okay. So the highest impact factor will be have highest challenge to accept. But the lowest impact factor is no guarantee will be accepted. So first you have to make sure that your article have a new contribution. Then if a good contribution, then you can find the high impact factor journal. Okay, then another target for journal is the readership. So readership, will be read your article. So this important because why? So if article is open access, then the another author will be cite or will be make it as the his or her references. Okay, so this will be increase your citation. Okay, and then another important to target the journal is the indexing. So try to find the journal with the index Scopus, Web of Science or the ERA. ERA is from the Australia. Actually, they have many indexing in the world, but you can find which one is related to your university. I mean, which one is verified by the university. Okay, and then publishing fees. Many articles currently have the article publication cost. So this article publication cost sometimes is up to 4,000 baht, sometimes up to 100,000 baht, or in the USD maybe can be 2,000 USD. Or 2,000 USD is very expensive actually, but we need to pay the publication fee. Okay, so you have to make sure the publication fees is no publication fees, or if they have, so you have to find the lowest article processing charge will be sent to you. Okay. Okay, so now we check where to publish our article. Okay, so I give you the general Gantt chart, the general flow chart. So therefore, the difficulty to submit the article. Okay, the first is conference. I think is not much challenge or doesn't any difficulties because the conference they are looking for the money, and then if you submit, they will check. I think mostly conference will be accepted the manuscript. Okay. Then number 2 is non-index journal. So non-index journal meaning that the article only indexed in the Google Scholar or the another non-indexing non in the Scopus and the Web of Science. Okay. And then another level difficulty is the book chapter or the book and a book chapter. So this is quite difficult to write. So I'm also have problems with the writing this book chapter. Okay, and then the last one is level difficulty to publish in index journal. Okay, in index journal is in the Scopus or in the Web of Science. Okay. Okay, let's see. This is the world's largest society publisher. So actually, I just collecting a few. Normally, they have many. I think more than hundreds publisher in the world, more than 1,000 lah maybe. But I'm just selected here for the famous one, or I just selected here for the a good publisher. Okay, like example, of course the Elsevier here, IEEE, and then Springer, ASCE, Taylor and Francis, and then was the American Psychology, American Society Dermatology. That one is on the on the medical lah. And the American Ceramic Society. So they have many publishers in the world. Okay, so try to find the established publisher like the Taylor and Francis, ASCE, Elsevier, and IEEE. So I think this the very famous publisher in the world. Okay, so here I will show you some of the articles processing charge or the APC. So when you submit to this journal, then they will ask you to pay. Okay, so the payment is very high. The cost is very high, more than 2,000 USD. Okay, so it is quite expensive actually. Okay, example the Hindawi. Under Hindawi, Hindawi is the publisher. So under Hindawi, they have a lot of journal, and also they have a lot of good journal. But the payment is also expensive under this publisher. ISO is close to the 2,000 up to 3,000 USD per article if you want to publish under the Hindawi. Okay, so and then the second publisher, the Emirates Publishing. So the Emirates is not all journal need to pay. Only a half from the journal and the Emirates need to pay the publication fees. Okay. Then they have also MDPI. The MDPI is all the journal under MDPI we need to pay. Then very expensive. The lowest price is $2,000. $2,000 is very expensive. And then they have until 3,000, 5,000 USD also they have in the MDPI. Okay. And then another publisher they will charge you is the Sagi Publishing. So the Sagi Publishing is also have a good many journal here, but not all the journal will be charged you on the article processing charge. Okay, and then they have also the Frontier. Frontier, we need to pay all the journal here. The minimum is 1,800 USD. Okay, so also expensive. But under Frontier, they have a good article, a good journal with high impact factor also. Okay, so behind the journal, so the article processing charge also will be included for the proceeding. Okay, like example, so if you want to publish under scientific.net, then they will give you article processing charge, but the charge is not direct to the author. So this will be to the organizer of the conference. Okay, because the scientific.net is only publish the article from the conference. Okay, and then another one is the AIP. AIP is American Institute of Physics. So this also not accept the article if submitted by the author. Okay, so the submission is should be from the organizer of the conference. Okay, and then also have IOP. So have IOP conference series in the material science and engineering, and also another one is IOP environmental engineering science. Okay, so IOP also that not accept the article submitted by author. So this must be from or is it from the proceeding organizer. Okay, and then another conference proceeding is material to the proceeding. So this article only for the material. Okay, then so we have the IOP. IOP they have three actually. Another one is Journal of Physics. Journal of Physics is a conference proceeding also. Same like the IOP MSE and IOP EES. Okay, so the last one EDP Science. So EDP Science web of the conference. The title of the conference is web of the conference. Okay, so that web of conference also the index in the Scopus. Some part is not indexing. Okay, so this is the way how we publish article. If you want to journal, need to pay, and then they have a lot of APC for the journal. So for the proceeding, we cannot submit directly by author. So need to going through the conference proceeding. Okay, so this is some of the indexing. The index, I think very famous one is the Scopus. And then also they have Sun Direct. Okay, so and then also the ERA, the excellent in the research for the Australian. And then also they have Schemago journal indexing. Schemago is index for the journal only, not for the article. Okay, and then also we have the Web of Science. That is the ESC, Emerging Source Citations under Web of Science. Okay, so and then we also have Google Scholar for the indexing. Okay, so this is, I think, the famous indexing available in the world. They have another one. I mean, they have a lot of indexing, but this mostly is verified by the university. Okay, and then also they have the DOAG, Directory of Open Access Journal. So this DOAG also index for the journal and the article itself. Okay, so now let's see the scope coverage year from the journal. So how we can see. So after this, I will show directly from the Scopus part lah. Okay, so like example, okay, first we go to the website of the Scopus, and then we find from the document, and then we search from the ISN, SN number on the left one. Then on the right one, the search document, then you type the you type the number of ISN. Then you push the button of the search. Okay, so this is the example. So we can see here I try for the Arabian Journal for Science and Engineering. So the scope coverage here is from 1984 until today lah, until present. So the publisher is the Springer Nature. The ASN number we can check everything here is complete. Then also they have the SDR, the citation report, and the others information we can go to the website journal. Okay, then this is the journal not cover under Scopus. I mean the Scopus coverage here is already expired. Okay, example the Matex web of the conference. So the Scopus coverage here is only from 12 until to 18 only. Then if you submit after that, so your article will not be included in the Scopus. Okay, and then so currently we have to take care about the fact journal. So this is the journal is not actually even they are mentioned the journal is index Scopus, but this is not the real journal, not the real one. So the real one is not, the website is not like this. The website is a different. Okay, let me to show you. This is the original website. Okay, so the fact one is on the left one. So you see on the color one, Journal of Southwest Jiangtong University. But the real website is on the right one. So there is the Chinese, Chinese website. Okay, they have the English one, but also the different. It's still different with the fact journal. Okay, so we have to take care about this one. So otherwise, after you pay, and then you will lose your money because the article after published here, then we are never indexed in the Scopus. Okay. Okay, so I will show you the first how we find the journal from the SRPL with the related to scope. And then the second one is I want to show you how we find the coverage journal Scopus. And the last one is this one. Okay, so I will stop this one first. Okay, if you can see, so this is from the Elsevier. So if you want to find the journal related to your study, okay, so you can type here. So the name is Journal Finder, this one. Okay, you can see. So you can find the name of the website, this one, Journal Finder. Okay, then if you want to find the related journal to you, so here is have one box. So this is the paper title and then the abstract. Okay, so you just type in the abstract. The abstract you type here because this is required, meaning is important. Okay, like example, I'm type here from my study. Okay, bitumen modification for pavement. Okay, so this example. Okay, so example, this is my abstract. So you can write 1 or 2 lines here, and then your click here, find journal. Okay, so you can see related to your scope of manuscript until 34 journal. So you can see here one by one. Okay, example, this one journal of payment. This one no need to pay lah, free. So the cost is for 0. This one also related to your scope, but the payment is 3,000 USD. Okay. No publication charge. This one, if your university have subscribed the Elsevier, if they subscribe, then no need to pay publication fee. Okay, and then they will show you here lah. So they will show you in detail here. Example, the site score, the impact factor, and then how many percent acceptance rates, and then times the first publication, and then time to publish. So everything is complete here. Then what is the article need to pay? Okay, so this one is 2,000 lah. Okay, so mostly, so if they have subscribe like this, okay, there's a list. So meaning that if your university have subscribed to Elsevier, then you are no need to pay the title. Oh, sorry, no need to pay the article processing charge. Okay. All right. So this is how we find the journal related to the article want to submit. Okay. So this is the name of the website you find the journal. All right. So now I want to show you to check on the what is it? I want to show you how we check on the cover, the scope coverage here. Okay, from the scopus. Okay, and then you search here. This one. You go to search. Okay, and then you click here. Then they will show this one. Okay, so they have documents, author affiliation. Okay, from this document. And then you click here, and then the easy way is come to ISN. Okay, so this is the easy way to find. Okay, ISN. Then if you know the ISN number, then you find here. If not, and then example, I want to see from the Google. Okay, let's want to find first. For example, IOP material. This one I want to check the ISN number only. The ISN number. So here, then we copy. We copy. Then we go to Scopus. Okay, and then we include here. You paste here the S number and then search. Okay, then we can check. So you click here directly. And then we can see the scope coverage here. So this IOP only until 2022 only. So this one. Okay, so if your article is 2022, so meaning that will be not in the IOP index. Oh, sorry, not in the Scopus index. Okay. And then let me to show another one. Okay, like example. Okay, like example one, this is the journal. Okay, journal Physics of and Chemistry of the Earth. Okay, so the scope coverage here is from 1992, 2002 until today. Okay, so I think it's very easy to find. The first is the related article to your scope. Sorry, the related article to the scope journal, and the second one is how we see in the journal of real. I mean the scope year coverage to the journal. Okay, so let me to show you the Jantong University. Just right now, I'm showing to you journal of Jantong University. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this is the fact journal. This is not what is it? This is the not fact. This is the fact journal lah. It's not real journal. This one. Okay, so the real one is this one. Oh, sorry. Let me to check back. Okay, let me to show the real, the right journal or the true journal of the Jantong. Okay, so I will copy this one first. Then we go to ISN. Okay, and then we go to source homepage. Oh, cannot open. Okay, let me try. I think currently cannot be opened this journal on the real one. The true journal is cannot. This one. This one is total data active. The journal is under university, not itself. Like this is not under university. Okay, if we see here, so this is the fact one. Okay. All right. Okay, so I think that's all from my today. So we have another 30 minutes for the Q&A. Okay, so thank you for joining today. So that is my all presentations on the publication. So if you have any questions, please let me know. So Python, you have any question or the other one? the another friend? You got a question?
So, Professor, I have a question.
Okay, okay.
When we finding the some the topic and the abstract for the journal, but we choose select the high impact factor or low impact factor.
That one is the better one. The better way, if you have a good journal, a good paper and a good abstract, try to find the high impact factor first. Okay, so try the high impact factor and then you submit. If the reject, then you can go to the low impact factor.
Okay.
That is the best way.
Thank you.
Okay. So any question? Because my slide is already finished. So actually until 4, isn't it? Until 4 p.m. Oh, sorry, until 3, 3. Until 3 p.m. Is it? But now we have another 30 minutes for the Q&A lah, if you have. So no, so if no question, then we finish lah.
Okay.
Okay.
Today, on behalf of the Pin of Songkhla University, we truly appreciate the wonderful lessons and advice. Once again, we would like to sincerely thank professors for the special program and thanks all the participants. We hope that everyone will continue to participate in our future projects. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for giving me the chance to share my knowledge today. Okay, thank you. I
Thank
will,
you so much.
yes, I will send the slide presentation.
all participants.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.